One Zambia, one nation. A lovely warm welcome to the Zanis News with me, Kala Mchima. First, we look at the headlines. AU praises Zambia and DRC on car battery project. Kalumbila district gets a trades training school. Plus, health workers in Mumba district empowered with bicycles. Now the news in detail. The African Union AU has praised Zambia and the Democratic Republic of the Congo DRC for embarking on a cross-border value addition project on the natural resources through the manufacturing of the electric car batteries. AU Commissioner for Trade and Industry at the AU Commission, Albert Muchanga, says the initiative by Zambia and the DRC is vital towards attaining investment in the mineral development value chain for sustainable economic growth. Speaking on the sidelines of the 2024 Investing in African Mining Indaba in Cape Town, South Africa, Mr. Muchanga has emphasized the need for other African countries to emulate Zambia and the DRC if the region is to embrace value addition to their natural resources. He has noted that African countries need to consider going beyond ordinary mining and come up with strategies that promote processing refinery in order to reduce greenhouse emissions. And Minister of Mines and Minerals Development, Paul Kabuswe, has echoed Mr. Muchanga's sentiments of ensuring that local people benefit from the country's mineral resources.
Some African countries have started to identify and implement practical investment and mineral development projects along these lines. The Democratic Republic of Congo and Zambia have embarked on a cross-border project on the production of cathode precursors for the battery electric vehicle. I call on other African countries to embark on similar projects so that we broaden and deepen value addition of among Africa's vast mineral resources. Achieving mining-driven inclusive growth and sustainable development across Africa also requires mutually beneficial partnership among communities and governments as well as the private sector. This is important not just for value addition, but also to reduce greenhouse emissions resulting from having to transport those minerals to other parts of the world, and as a result, we emit a lot of carbon.
As Zambia, you realize that we announced approval of Cabinet, the Minerals Regulation Commission, which also speaks to some of these things in terms of regulation, in terms of, curtailing illegal mining, because as a country we are saying you cannot mine illegally and expect to get maximum benefit out of your resource. Come to government, be formalized, do a proper mine plan, and then let's move together. Let government expose you to the right investors, and then we move. So these are some of the things that we are doing to make sure that Zambians take advantage of this very fertile environment that President Hakainde Hichilema and his government have provided. Definitely, we are at pre-feasibility. I think that the report, is almost done for the pre-feasibility study. I think the Battery Council is being formed on the collaboration with the Congolese government. So we are basically making a lot of progress. Yeah.
Our staff Malungi Michelo is representing Zanis in Cape Town, and of course more updates will continue to come in as the Indaba unfolds. Moving on in the news, Ministry of Education Permanent Secretary for Technical Services, Joe Kamoko, says preparations have advanced for the reopening of schools on February 12, 2024 as announced. Mr. Kamoko is happy that most schools are going beyond the prescribed health guidelines to ensure sustained hygiene practices are established. Wope Sendwe reports that Mr. Kamoko told Zanis in an interview that the necessary resources have been provided and that all schools have been directed to maintain high levels of hygiene beyond the inspection period. Government, in partnership with First Quantum Minerals Trident Limited, FQM in Kalumbila District, has embarked on the construction of the state-of-the-art trades training school that will offer unique skills tailored to benefit the mining sector. Minister of Science and Technology Felix Mutati toured the institution to appreciate the partnership between government and the private sector. Details in this report.
Situated in the heart of Kalumbila district is the upcoming state-of-the-art Kalumbila Vocational Skills Training Center. The center is expected to offer skills beneficial to the mining sector. At the moment, machinery is lying idle due to lack of skills. It is for this reason that First Quantum Minerals Limited has partnered with government to construct the Center of Excellency.
It's so important to support our local communities, and it is so much easier for us to employ somebody from our local community that has gone through an institution like this. There's a huge demand. I mean, I can assure you, while we're sitting here, there are trucks standing at Kalumbila, at Sentinel Pit without operators. Because of the mining industry that has grown so much, the demand for operators are so great. We'll forever support this institute, because at heart we believe that this is the right thing to do.
Government is happy with the development.
On our part as government, we are going to complement those efforts by providing what you may call the software, that is the delivery, appropriate delivery of skills. So through one of our institutions based in Wansham, they have partnered with FQM so that they work together, they shake hands. One with infrastructure, the other with the skills delivery capacity.
Some students have already started acquiring skills from this center. Indeed, the construction of a skills training center will go a long way in benefiting residents in the area. Florence with Zanis in Kalumbila district, Northwestern Province.
Still in development, Kawamba Town Council has constructed a classroom block at Kota Primary School in Pambashe constituency. The residents are happy with the development, which they say will improve the learning environment at the school. We have more in this report.
Kawamba Town Council has managed to do 36 community projects using the 2022 Constituency Development Fund. 18 of these projects, which include water schemes, classroom blocks, health facilities, are in Kawamba Central Constituency, while the other 18 are in Pambashe Constituency. Kawamba Town Council Chairperson Kalumba Chifumbe says the local authority will not in any way frustrate the implementation of CDF, but rather they will continue to work hard for the people of Kawamba district to benefit.
What we need to do is to support the government ilipo no kuombera panga for the betterment of our people. Na tuwatampa ma politics aba kulachura nibesa not ine bonde ne wapandipo apanda council chair twakula bomba twakula mibombera tatoka still frustrate government efforts.
Luapula Province Minister Njavasi Mutowe has since handed over all the 36 projects, and he has underscored the importance of the Constituency Development Fund in bringing development to communities.
Historic handover of over 30 Constituency Development Fund projects CDF in Kawamba Central constituency at 13,578,156 kwacha 18 Ngwe, and Pambashe constituency at 13,561,934 kwacha 44 Ngwe. Government attaches with great importance the spreading of development to all parts of the country.
To Pambashe Constituency Development Committee Chairperson Fanuo Chisanga, all the wards have received 1 or 2 projects.
Chirawadi ila kwata ma projects ayo tulebo mbela kwa ya kumonoko otatukuya ntashi kwa ya kuntashi. Icho tuleta shabakateka kuiminina ko chilolo wase wala shikwa kuno tuleta shabakateka pakulunda kwempia pako otatukuya ntashi witeshani kuye kuntashi pako otati ichalo chitumpuluke kaidi ichalo chitampyo kusambo. Kanabesa ngatuwati tulolekeshe tulesa ngoko otati kino kyalo kuno kwali kumashototo lero pamulandu wako otati CDF yalisa na ile ngoko otati fintu
Kenneth Chomba reporting for Zanis News in Kawamba district.
World Bicycle Relief Zambia, in partnership with MEC Foundation, has donated 118 bicycles valued at over 528,000 kwacha to community health workers in Mumbo district. The donation is aimed at enhancing mobility for the workers in the fight against malaria in the district. Details in this report.
World Bicycle Relief Zambia, in partnership with MEC Foundation, a German non-governmental organization, has donated 118 bicycles to community health workers in Mumbwa district. World Bicycle Relief Country Director Brian Monga says the donation aims to enhance the mobility of the community health workers to enable them to reach remote areas to deliver essential health services efficiently.
Particular donation through the Malaria and Malaria Council has been made possible by our friends, the MEC Foundation from Germany, who have provided bicycles for the health sector in Mumba district under our mobilized community program. So we will continue to work with the district in providing bicycles and providing mobility for sectors that do need mobility in the delivery of health services.
And Malaria Liaison Officer Dr. Dennis Musonda says with the increased mobility, health workers will now play a crucial role in the distribution of mosquito nets in the fight against malaria.
Giving them of these bicycles enables them to distribute the mosquito nets that we are distributing to all households in Mumbai. They are able to transport these nets to the needy families. They are also able to move from their places of residence to go to health centers to get requirements such as test kits, medication, etc.
One of the beneficiaries, Rodaka Paipi, says the bicycles will make it much easier to provide health services in communities. These bicycles will not only address mobility challenges, but also contribute significantly to healthcare accessibility in Mumbwa district. Krugasiankuru, Zanis, Mumbwa.
Krugasiankulu, they are reporting. We continue the news. Luangwa Child Development Agency, with support from Child Fund Zambia, has donated 44 bicycles worth 172,000 kwacha to community volunteers in Luangwa district. District Commissioner Luke Chikani says the donation will help strengthen efficiency and effectiveness of volunteers. Here's Lista Ndumba with the rest of the report.
Luangwa Child Development Agents, with support from Child Fund Zambia, have donated 44 bicycles worth 172,000 kwacha to community volunteers in the district. Speaking when he handed over the bicycles, Luangwa Child Development Agents Federation Manager Dr. Danford Mackay said his organization recognizes the role played by the volunteers in communication.
They are the ones who identify the children. They do a lot of things towards the organization. So we hold them in high esteem. So they are the communicator between the organization and the children.
The donation has elated the district commissioner and Chief Impuka.
The bicycles are being received today from Child Fund. Will go a long way in strengthening the efficiency and effectiveness in communication delivery to the community of Luangwa. I take this opportunity to commend and thank Luangwa Child Development Agency and Child Fund for their decision to continue partnering with the government of the Republic of Zambia to improve and support the communication agents.
Niribe chikaikiro utimwe amene mulandira manjingaya muzagwirisa ntchito kufika.
Representing the volunteers, Margaret Sakala said the bicycles will help address the transport challenges that the volunteers were facing.
So kuti umukonke mwana uyende ulembese kalata ndiye challenge ikulu yamene tinali kupemphera ma transport ifamene nditi ngati bridge yabana na office takondwera maningi nkhani ya njinga ati zitinapemphapo mwatiyankha.
Lista Ndumba, Zanis, Luangwa District.
Now, our staffer, Pethias Mutale, reports from Kasempa that Gender Division at Cabinet Office has empowered several women cooperatives in Kasempa District of Northwestern Province with farming equipment. Gender Division Permanent Secretary Mainga Kavika says the idea is to boost production of quality products that will fetch more profit for business sustainability and growth for women cooperatives. Here's a report.
One of the bread baskets of Northwestern Province is Kasempa District, with 78 women cooperatives engaged in agriculture activities and other ventures. Government, through the Gender Division at Cabinet Office, has donated tractors to some cooperatives to boost agriculture and change livelihoods. Dressed in full farming combat, Gender Division Permanent Secretary Mainga Kavika is the messiah to these cooperatives, and upon arrival in Kasempa, Ms. Kavika did not waste her time and proceeded to donate tractors to jovial cooperatives.
But today we believe and trust that we are as well Zambians.
So the president feels very attached to gender matters. The president has actually made a lot of efforts in ensuring that women are empowered, to ensure that we add to the economy, to ensure that we bring sanity in our homes, to ensure that we contribute to the livelihoods of our children, obviously of the entire community.
To enhance honey production in Kasempa, Ms. Kavika further handed over beehives, honey pressers and protective clothes to beneficiaries.
Mambo njanje kukimona pone amipa no mbina kwamba njanje kukimona pone yo ya first day
ateka no santra government wa new doni na mambo kama mambabe kama yoto konsisha kura kutegera.
For sure, Miss Kavika had a busy day in Kasempa. Pethias Mutale for Zanis News in Kasempa, Northwestern Province.
Chief Ishima of the Lunda-speaking people in Zambezi district has commended government for the successful implementation of the decentralization policy. The traditional leader says the implementation of the policy has positively impacted on rural development. Here's a report.
In an effort to further development within his chiefdom, Chief Ishima has convened a meeting with admin and development partners to discuss developmental issues affecting his chiefdom. Speaking during a meeting, he commends President Hakainde Hichilema for increasing the Constituency Development Funds, CDF, and successful implementation of decentralization policy.
We would want to thank the government through His Excellency Hakainde Hichilema for decentralizing the power so that we at local level are able to make our own decisions.
Chief Ishima, however, expresses concern over lack of development in his chiefdom despite increased CDF.
The president has given us enough and more money. So this money is in our hands. Why are we not utilizing it properly? We have not benefited from the Zambezi East Constituency CDF Committee. Yes, we have been hearing that we have been given some projects that are going on. But unfortunately, we are not told about this project.
Meanwhile, Elif Business Solution Chief Executive Officer Edwin Zulu affirmed the company's commitment to collaborating with chiefdoms to address community challenges and promote development.
I would like to take this opportunity to thank His Royal Highness and the entire royal establishment for their dynamism, but also passion and commitment to development. But I would like to mention that as Elif Business Solutions, we believe this is a partnership, and this is just the beginning of the partnership, and also that soon we'll be establishing an MOU which we have shared responsibilities.
Chireshe Kafeshi reporting for Zanis, Zambezi District, Northwestern Province.
Government has, through the Constituency Development Fund, CDF, equipped Siavonga District Hospital with non-medical equipment valued at 1.3 million kwacha. Siavonga Town Council Chairperson Given Kwapu, who handed over the equipment to the district hospital, has called for proper management of the equipment to ensure quality health care delivery. More in this report.
The increased Constituency Development Fund, CDF, which has continued to benefit people in different facets of life and sectors, has now seen Siavonga District Hospital equipped with new equipment. Siavonga Local Authority has spent about 1.3 million kwacha to procure non-medical equipments for the district hospital using the 2023 CDF allocation, a move that has alleviated the challenges of quality health care provision at the facility. Siavonga Town Council Chairperson handed over the equipment to the district hospital.
Allow me to also take this opportunity to thank government under the new Dawn government. Indeed, it is a working government. I'm aware that there is no quality health care service that can be talked about minus proper medical equipment. Indeed, this shows that we have a government that matters when it comes to lives of people.
The council chairperson reiterated the positive strides of the decentralization policy.
This is what actually it means when we say decentralization. It's very easy to make decisions. Very easy to make decisions. You can imagine a decision was made by this very medical team. And these are the results that we are seeing today.
And the district health office expressed gratitude to government for the equipment.
They are very, very useful for us at this particular time to help us to improve service delivery to the people of Siavonga. So we are very, very grateful, and we look forward to start using them as soon as possible. Thank you.
We are so grateful to receive these things. It helps people to do a lot of things because we have been sending people to do, for example, to do echo and Doppler to Chirundu. This time around we'll be doing from Siavonga. Also I've seen the anesthetic machine. It's also a new model. For that I can only say thank you.
Among the equipment procured include ultrasound machine, anesthesia machine, autoclave, vacuum extractor, infusion pump, patient monitor, among others. Nkwengu Pande, Zanis, in Siavonga District, Southern Province.
Chess Federation of Zambia President Seli Chikuse's led board has since intensified talent identification countrywide. Here's a report.
Ahead of the All Africa Games and the Africa Individual Chess Championship, all to be held in Accra, Ghana, the Chess Federation of Zambia has its talent intensified program throughout the country. The association has been conducting the program in a phased approach before selecting a formidable team that will represent Zambia in March this year.
Yes, so this is the third phase of the national team qualifiers. So basically it's a third phase because we started the tournament by going into the provinces, the districts, to identify talent. So we had tournaments in the respective provinces, districts, where they played their tournaments and they qualified to the second phase. So the second phase was basically a tournament of the best players in every province. They came into Lusaka, they played the second phase, and those that qualified came to the third phase, which is the one we have here. So this tournament started yesterday. Most of some players have already qualified, but these are basically the ones who are playing today are those that had same points, and they are playing their playoffs to separate upon those who qualify to the final phase. So the final phase will basically will have the 10 players. And from the 10 players, we're supposed to pick 5 players who are going to be the Zambia national team. The objective of this tournament, of course, is number one is to ensure transparency and proper methods of talent identification by tapping talent from the provinces and the districts, and basically giving an opportunity to every chess player in the country to be able to take part in these trials.
And reigning champion Chitumbo Mwale, who is Red Arrows Chess Club member, is emphatic about the forthcoming championships this year. Mwale is certain that this year too will be his to add more medals to Zambia.
Championship, I'm playing the last phase, and this is the third phase, and they've got another one coming up, but how ready I am, I can only talk about the Africa Games next month, and the African Video Championship that will take place next month. These are the two games that I'm looking forward to, and aiming to win gold.
And the local sponsor and businessman, Mike Mulawi, says he remains committed to supporting chess because of its vital role it plays in society. Mulawi says he is happy to partner with the CFZ board and its patron, Dr. Stumbeko Msokotwane, who is also Minister of Finance and National Planning, for ensuring the development of chess in the country.
First of all, I want to thank Mr. Chikuse, President of the Chess Federation of Zambia, for recognizing us, recognizing our efforts. It's not the first time that we are actually sponsoring sport. We've done it before. We sponsored sport like the pool game in Zambia, and chess also is one of the sports that this country is being followed very keenly by most of the Zambians. So we are just happy to partner with them so that we can together ensure that this game of chess reaches far.
Indeed, chess is equally important as any other sport, like football, needing individual attention and support. Zanis reports in Lusaka.
That's the end of the news. As we come to the end, we look at the headlines once again. AU praises Zambia and DRC on car battery project. Kalumbila district gets a trades training school. Plus, health workers in Mumbwa district empowered with bicycles. My name is Kala Mchima. Thank you so much for your company. May God bless you. Bye-bye.